Good afternoon, sirs. My name is Margaret Bourke-White, and I'm a photojournalist with Life magazine.
Oh.
I recently returned from a trip to Russia and was wondering if you'd be interested in seeing some of my photographs and hearing some of my stories.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah, sure.
Let me go ahead and give you these. These are some photographs I took in Moscow. I was in Russia from the spring of 1941 until September of the same year. Now, I'd been to Russia before to photograph various aspects of Soviet life, but this time there was a war going on. I was there when on July 22nd, 1941, the Russians began bombing, the Germans began bombing Moscow. Of course, in order to get pictures like these, it took me a while to fine-tune my strategy for taking photographs in such a chaotic atmosphere. Whenever the air raid sign was given, the wardens would usher everyone into the underground shelters. Now, of course, being underground doesn't do much good if you want to get photographs.
It's not going to work too well.
Oftentimes I would simply hide in my apartment when they searched in the closet or under the couch so they wouldn't find me. But if I was at or near the American embassy, I could get a raid pass and stay there without being forced underground.
Oh.
This is what I usually did, and these photographs were taken from the roof of the embassy where I'd go up and put my camera to work.
Yeah, that's spectacular.
Thank you. The incendiary bombs, you can see them falling in both photographs, as well as the searchlights looking for the planes crossing and recrossing the sky, gave me pinpoints of light which I could focus my camera on to get exposures such as these.
Wow.
Now, when I was in Russia, I also had the opportunity to photograph Joseph Stalin. Would you be interested in seeing those photographs? And
Oh,
hearing about that?
you bet. Not many people get to see Stalin.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Here are two of the photographs. Now, I tried when I was in Russia before to get an opportunity to sit with him, but I'd been denied every single time. But this time there was a U.S. diplomat coming over to meet with him, and so I was able to get in. I wore red the day of my photo session and waited in a small office for 2 hours, checking all my equipment, making sure everything worked, crossing my fingers, didn't want anything to fail. Finally, he walked in. My initial thought was, what an insignificant man. That he was really short. I'm 5'5", and he was shorter than I was.
Is that right? I didn't realize he was that short.
Of course, I soon realized that he was anything but insignificant. He had a face of granite. It barely spoke the entire photo session. Finally, when I was getting on my knees to take another shot for a photo, a couple of peanut flashbulbs fell out of my pocket and scattered all over the ground. As the interpreter and I rushed to pick them up, and then Stalin started to laugh. So for a few moments, I managed to get a hint of a smile out of one of the...
Yeah, that's a hint. That's about it. Yeah.
Just a hint of a smile out of one of the most ruthless people I'd ever met. Immediately after the session, I rushed a few blocks to the American Embassy from the Kremlin where we were and spent the entire raid that evening in the basement of the embassy developing those photographs and sent them over the next morning to Life magazine.
Oh, wow. What a coup.
Yeah. Any questions?
What's your next assignment?
Well, I'm currently on a secret Air Force base in the United Kingdom, and I'm attempting to be involved with the still secret North African invasion that's about to occur. This is difficult because my editors can't know about it, obviously, because it's secret.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I'm still attempting, and obviously there's added difficulties because I'm a woman. I've also been trying to get an opportunity to go on a bombing run with the first batch of B-17 bombers that have arrived at this Air Force base. Of course, that's not working out too well either because, once again, they'll only send up male war correspondents and tend to be hesitant about sending up the only female war correspondent they have there.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. Thank you for talking to me.
And yeah, thanks
Thank
a lot
you.
for showing us your photographs. They're pretty amazing. And continued success.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a nice
Bye.
day.